writing up your notes?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Problem is, hang on. Problem is, there's only 5 categories. There aren't enough for the day.
Well, Mark, that's a workaholic.
No, they're literally, I'm having to go down into the week.
Mark, why don't you reduce it? Why don't you try and just do for today? What have you got up there?
Well, it's a shooting day for the channel. So
yeah.
Podcast, Green Fingered Hell, edit food because everyone wants to see the lovely cheesecake, pre-edit vlog because we're out tonight working, and then I've got writing that needs to happen.
Right. Cut.
Skip.
Right.
Skip has a deadline of the 23rd.
Let's reduce that. What was the writing? You can't do writing today. You just won't have time. Cut it out. Because that is the stick that you'll beat yourself with. At the end of the day, when you've achieved everything else, you'll go, Mark, you'll say, oh, I didn't do any writing. And then it's, if you cross that out, this is really good because every day we can work on your workaholism. Right.
Okay.
So that's a lot.
Okay.
That's a lot. Leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah?
I need to clear the entire garden.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I was going to say, well, just go down to the next block. But I think this is a really good exercise for you. What you can't get in that block, you can't do.
Yeah, but darling, I mean, I do more than 5 things in a morning.
Well, you're doing too much. You're getting chest pains and you're doing too much.
You know that thing when people come into work and sit at their desk? Apparently, there's a book called Bullshit Jobs. And this isn't to denigrate
You've read
most
that,
jobs.
haven't you?
Yeah. And the thing about the majority of jobs, and I include jobs in our industry, in the media business, apparently a staggering 75% of the time spent at a desk-bound job, in many jobs, not all, but many, is spent justifying the 25% of work that's done. So if you add up the time at the water cooler, at the printing machine, having lunch breaks, cigarette breaks, chatting with your work colleagues.
Cigarette breaks. I used to love the cigarette.
Yeah, no, they were my favourite bits too.
But you know what? I would say those are all bits where you're just being human.
No, absolutely.
Because otherwise you're just a slave on a treadmill just working.
But here's my thing, it
non-stop.
suits the system that we are slaves to the system. Whereas I think actually the work we do could be concertinaed down to 3 days or 4-day weeks.
More leisure time. The world needs more
Not even
leisure.
necessarily leisure time, we'd be more productive in different ways.
But when I say leisure time, immediately we have to go, well, not leisure, because leisure is bad. Leisure, it can be, I can't hold it up like that. So the actress to the bishop.
Yeah, but the other thing that another study has shown, and it's also in this bullshit books, is if you're seen to be having a good time, and I always remember at the BBC, whenever we would be split into directors' teams, and my team, there'd be about 3 or 4 teams. My team would rarely want to be office bound, so we'd meet when we were out, we'd shoot the stuff, we'd go into the offices for the meetings, but we'd always be out and about. But because we were having a laugh and we were happy, people would assume we weren't working. And there's this strange idea that when you're in an office or you're in a sort of... I've worked at newspapers, I've worked in these offices where you've just got open plan floors and everyone, the tyranny of you leave coats on chairs. Do you do that? You leave coats on chairs so it doesn't look like you've gone early?
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible. Tyranny. So there's
I see a happy workplace is a more productive workplace.
Of course it is.
If I was employing people, you know whether people are getting the work done or not. If people are also having fun and having banter and having all of that, then good, it's just human.
But then it punishes those people, and this is what I used to find. I found I could do in the first 4 hours of a morning sometimes what others were taking an entire day to do. But because I did it all so intensely in those 4 hours, I then had to pretend I had even more to do for 6 hours. And it wasn't that I didn't, but why not allow people to have a more flexible approach to work? That's all I think. Because I think
Here, bloody here.
Yeah.
Well, that was a little rant,
Jesus, where did that come from? Let's add something to the whiteboard, though. I need to add something to the whiteboard. Okay, so there are so many tasks to be done. Almost like the weather system on the planet. In order to clear some of this, need to clear some of this in order to get to that, to put into the skip. Don't want to fill the skip with stuff that we can burn. Need to clear the stuff from the bottom of the garden, but we need space up here in order to burn. So we need to have burnt this to get the rest of the trees from down there up here to burn again in order to trim the lawn. It's like an ecosystem all of its own, this garden. As soon as one part of it starts to tug you towards it, another part of the garden tugs you towards it that way.
You look like a tramp.
Oh, thanks.
Are you enjoying it out there?
I wouldn't say enjoying
Mark
it.
is blitzing the garden.
Sorry,
Sometimes
do you just want to see this adorable Kiki photo?
Oh my God.
Oh!
And then they become teenagers and grunt.
Oh, so beautiful.
I have made a ludicrous amount of progress, but
Oh, good.
it's minimal progress to the untrained eye. So I'm not going to invite you out to look at it.
No one's going to notice it.
As Maddie quite succinctly summed it up, so it looks like you've done nothing. Yes, but I have done a lot. Well, otherwise I wouldn't be this sweaty. What are you doing?
I'm just.
Are we teasing our dear subscribers with another food film?
Everybody keeps coming in and going, oh, is it lunch? But actually what I'm doing is I'm just setting up for... I'm doing a vegan dish for our vegan playlist. So
Right.
vegan or vegetarian.
Oh,
Because
okay.
there's so many vegans and vegetarians now, I thought I'd better do recipes for them as well on YouTube.
I mean, one's almost an outsider not being a vegan these days.
Yeah, but this one's really easy.
Okay. I'm going to spin the camera around because I'm disgusting and I look like a tramp.
Yeah, we don't want you in food.
Looks like she's saying what?
Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
She does look like sort of...
She looks coldies. She needs a big fluffy towel round her.
Looks like Sam Rockwell or someone, isn't she?
They're little like that, and you lift them out of the pool and they're all,
Yeah, look,
and they'd be
she's just
they'd
got
be
her
all
hands in her mouth.
slippery.
Like, hey dude, I've just eaten spaghetti with my hand.
With my hands.
Oh, it's chocolate.
Yeah,
oh my
that's
god,
very
bad mother.
much.
Oh look.
Oh my goodness.
No,
That's in Spain,
that's
Girona.
That was when we played the Adderley
Yeah.
Olympics.
First time we did the Adderley Olympics.
Yeah, we used to do this, our own Olympic match.
And we'd
How
make-
beautiful you
you'd
look.
make
Look how
medals,
long her
wouldn't
hair,
you?
Maddie's hair was. Oh,
Girona.
oh, look, this Kiki's a tiny baby.
Look at your hair, Mum.
Oh god, I want my hair then.
Oh God, I remember Girona.
Oh my god, do you remember that?
Oh yes.
I'm not saying what happened that night, but it was funny. There's a photo where we've all got our... Oh, that's
Kiki
the
with a
one.
mango.
The one before it.
Pompolini. Oh, is that sheer bliss?
Sheer joy.
Oh my god. Oh my god, those days.
Oh, cutie.
Oh.
That's a lovely flashbacky.
Look at her.
Oh, look
And
at
they
her.
just kiss you and kiss you in your
Oh,
mouth.
and you had teeth.
I know. I had all
Shut
my-
up,
I
she
did.
has teeth.
I had all my teeth then. Crying because the water got in my
Oh, look at
eyeball.
little hair.
My eyeballs.
Look at Fleur in the middle there. Look. Oh, lovely is he? Maddie, not knowing what the hell. Oh, do you remember
Oh,
the
I
miniatures?
remember that so well.
Those are miniatures.
God, I want to go on holiday.
So what's happening?
Oh, do you remember that? Sorry, last one.
Oh, that was-
This is
that
the
was
first time we
time.
did the stupid faces, leave your soul thing.
Oh,
my
God,
God.
that's so funny. We laughed so
Orange.
much that
Oh,
night.
you look great. Oh! She doesn't know. Oh.
So it's basically
Oh
this
my
game where
God.
we'd say, let your soul leave your body, and then we would have to pull a face like our soul had left our body.
Which
We
was-
played it endlessly.
was easy-
Night after night after night. We were very easily pleased.
But it was easier for some of us than others, wasn't it, Nat?
Yeah.
Petrifying.
Has it left?
It's a long
Look at
time
that, me
ago.
dancing.
Whoa!
Who's that?
Me
Maddie
dancing.
dancing.
That's when I used to dance for.
Wherever we went, whatever we did, Matt, there would always be the night when Maddie would dance. She would always dance, and we'd all sit round and we'd just watch it
Choreograph
forever.
it.
Yeah, so I'm doing this vegan dish that's going to have broccoli and walnuts and garlic, and I found this vegan cheese we're going to be trying. Smells a bit vegan. But anyway, head over to the playlist and hit the vegan button. It's good for
I'm just
vegetarians.
going to go over and look at all these photos again.
I look so depressed.
That's how you look now.
Shut up. Look, Mum.
Look at your low slung ears.
Shut up!
Oh, little comic. Well, it's
ears.
probably because you finished all your chips.
Don't even change my eyes.
I was so upset that I
Oh
won
my god,
bronze.
look! Were you really sad?
Yeah, about getting a bronze medal. Oh, God! That forehead looked big.
No.
Isn't it funny how you see that? Nobody else would see that.
I think they would.
Okay.
No. Oh.
Oh my god. They're the fringe gate.
Oh, yeah,
It's Mark taking the photos of the dish I've just done for the playlist. I love it. Gorgeous broccoli and walnut. I'm just filming you.
Let me go and get me the big camera.
Oh, look, there it is, guys. Go over to our cookery vegan vegetarian playlist and you can find out how to cook it. Oh, You're such a multitasker. You're doing the garden, filming, editing, and top photographer. It's a good job I married you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just think. I could have married someone else. What a disaster that would have been. Huh?
Yeah, that would have been, yeah, what do you mean?
Well, who would have put my spaghetti on a step ladder and photographed it?
Yeah.
You know how I love to tell you about new things. I just tried this. I was just cooking that veggie dish. And it's all right. I mean, personally, I prefer real mozzarella or parmesan actually on this dish. We're now eating what I cooked for the playlist. But that's good. I don't know if anyone is looking for a new sheet. Yeah, that's good.
Can I go for this one? By the way, I have done something in the front garden. We've almost got enough room for the first bed in your kitchen garden.
Whoa!
So good. So good. But the thing is, I can drink a whole can in one gulp.
Mark has been asking for cheesecake since the minute he woke up. He had so much last night. I've been saying no, so I'm gonna try him now. Surprise him. He's worked so hard in the garden. We can have a little surprise. Surprise!
Oh my God. Fantastic.
And isn't it so much nicer because you don't have it all the time?
Oh yeah, result. Oh my God, I've
Worked your banoonies
really,
off today.
really have.
You need to have a nice hot bath.
Even I think so. I'm so sore, look.
Oh, babe. That's not good.
The toffee just waiting.
Actually, cheesecake is not
It's not for
recommended
dogs.
for dogs.
Never.
So good, isn't it? I'm going to need to make another one. Cheesecake keeps... It's the cheesecake that keeps on giving. Mark has been out there hours and Maddie's just outside. Look, I don't know if you can see her. She's so sweet, just telling him how well he's done. It will literally make his day. So sweet.
Oh my God, we're calling it a day in the garden.
Are we in vlog time now?
We're in vlog time now, so look guys, look at my shoes and my trousers. Is that going to come out?
What?
Are they not going to stay green? Look.
No, they're in. Careful, don't put that wood mark everywhere.
They're what?
Did anyone see yesterday's vlog? And I made that bloody cheesecake. It's pulling me the whole time in the fridge. Nobody is coming into the kitchen without going to pull up a piece of that cheesecake.
I know. And I
Oh
haven't
my
edited
God.
the film yet. I need to edit the film of the cheesecake.
I know everyone's asking how to make it.
Yeah, no, I need to show it.
You know what I'm going to cook you tonight? I'm going to do really nice cream mustard mushroom, cut in thin slices steak and then cooked in cream and mushrooms and mustard. I think it'd be lovely.
Just me and you tonight, isn't it?
I know. Do you want me to cook it? We could film it and we could put it on the
Why don't you cook it naked? Wait! That's the best action I've seen in weeks.
I'm doing a boomerang.
Live boomerangs, that's really good. Sound like you'd had smoked 20 Benson and Edges. Babe. Babe. You know it's chandelier, not tangerine.
It's tangerine like a sunset.
No, it's chandelier, like a light.
Tangerine like a tangerine sunset. Orangey.
That's, you've
Like a
decided.
tangerine sky, like a tangerine sky. I've literally lost my mind. Oh my God. Toffee. Look at her. Look, she's so pretty. Oh my God.
Not joking.
Mark.
Look, I've got green fingered shoes.
Can't see it. Backlit. Oh, they're ruined. I think you need a hot bath.
It's that movement.
Yeah, that's what me
That
and
movement.
Maddie were in here saying.
That movement.
That's going to kill his back. I've got to get Maddie to come and look at it. Do you want me to run you a hot bath?
Yes, please.
All right, darling. So,
My body aches.
I know. So, Maddie and Kiki are going next door to Betty and Teddy's for dinner.
So we've got the evening on our own together.
Yes.
What are we going to do?
Well, you'll edit and I'll watch telly beside you.
Now, I found in the
Because
garden...
I am not missing the bait tonight.
No, but I found something in the garden that we could well do with tonight.
Ooh.
I found a nipple tassel.
Where's it come from?
It was under a bluebell.
How come you didn't come running in with it?
Because I just threw it away. Oh, look! Thanos! I've got Josh Brolin.
Oh.
Oh, isn't he cool?
Yes.
How rare is he? Oh, he's really common. Oh, no, he's not. He's not really common. He's not the common one. Look at his head, look.
He's very cute. Does that make you happy?
Makes me feel great next to his chin.
I'm glad you're happy.
I keep going up the stairs to have my bath, but I keep forgetting. I've got my book. I've got my towel. I need my ginger beer. Are you going to come and join me in the bath?
Yeah, right.
I've got Thanos. Why am I carrying him around? I'm like literally a 5-year-old.
Smell of cheese.
Why do you keep saying that?
I don't know.
Hold on, I might do a little bit of recording in the bath. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of bubble action.
You better not.
What? I've got footage in my phone of Nadia walking across the landing wearing not very much, and I'm going to threaten to use it if you get cheeky tonight, Nads. Okay?
What's so wonderful is that he knows very well, that I know very well, that he would rather tear his own eyeballs out with a spoon than do that, because he knows the terrible, terrible, terrible ending
There's
of that
always,
story.
what's it called? Mosaicing? What's the thing that we did? When you said you something in my penis?
What?
You know when you we can always pixelate what I've got on camera.
Mosaic.
We can pixelate and mosaic, yeah
Pixelate.
bits. So
Pixelate.
comments below if you'd like to see the pixelated footage of Nadia wearing not a lot as she walks across the landing upstairs. I've forgotten my drink again. Do you have this? Do you, when you go for a bath, do you find yourself needing to take more and more stuff with you in case any eventuality emerges? Where's my phone? I couldn't work out where my phone was, but of course I'm filming on it. This is getting rid. So I've got my drink, I've got my book, I've got my towels, I've got me. I need my glasses, and I need my keys. Do I need my wallet? Yeah? Do I need my wallet? Oh my God. That's so nice. Oh, I've done that thing where it's the right heat and then I can top up with hot water. But it's the feeling of your whole body. That's why massages are quite nice, I suppose. I've done so many steps. I've moved almost the entire garden from one part of the garden to another. I've burnt a third of it. I've trimmed another third of it. I'm so exhausted. And that's my stomach. Do you have bad tummy noises? I get really bad tummy noises. Oh God, I think I'm hungry. Definitely hungry. Could do with some more cheesecake. Someone else at the door. It's been the busiest door today. It's like my hair. Oh, it's gone down.
Yes, please, baby.
Just had my bath. Hopefully I don't smell of cheese. Hopefully I don't smell of cheese. Hopefully I don't smell of burnt stuff. And hopefully I don't smell, though Toffee thinks I smell of something. What do you want, Toffs? Where is it? What are you after, baby? Chi-Chi, what do you want, darling? What's going on? What is it because I've done the garden? What is it? Would you like to live forever? Do I smell less of cheese, by the way, as well?
I think it's really up to men. We're not going to do too much about our looks and about our smells.
It's only because you said I smelled of cheese earlier. It was funny. It's continuing the joke.
Actually, you do smell really bad. I'm not even joking.
Oh, it does, doesn't
It's
it?
got that peas pose.
Oh no, this must have come in. Oh God, I've just changed my top. I have actually had a wash and got changed.
Oh my God, it stinks.
What does it stink of?
Peas
pile,
pile. You know when
obviously.
you leave it in the washing machine?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
you smell more of cheese than you did before. Maybe that's why you smelled of cheese before. It's your top.
Oh right.
Probably
Yeah.
from all the same batch of washing.
Anyway,
Okay, go
okay.
on.
So whilst I pong, would you like to live forever?
Well, I mean, it's just that age-old question, isn't it? I mean, what are the circumstances? Am I healthy?
In American Horror Story that me and Nadia are watching season 3, Kathy Bates, the wonderful actress from Misery, she plays a witch, and the curse that's put on her is to live forever. Now, I've always thought, I quite like that idea, as long as everyone you love lives forever too. But here's the thing, she was made to live forever, but she was then buried in a coffin. So she lived forever in a coffin.
Why did you have to tell me that?
Isn't that dark?
That's the worst thing for me.
Anyway, on a completely different note...
So is she going to be left there forever?
you'll have to watch it and find out.
Oh, now I'm upset. I hate things like that.
Okay, sorry. Well, here's another thing. You're going to hate this. News has just broken
I don't wanna
tonight.
know these horrible
News has
stories.
just broken tonight. This is major. Scientists in America have managed to, after 6 hours being dead, revive the brains of 3 pigs, dead pigs. They've managed to start cellular activity in the brains of 3 pigs that have been dead for at least 6 hours,
Wow.
which basically is opening up the ethical question:
Should
can
bring
we
people back to
resurrect
life?
brains? Now, so you don't have your body. Would you quite like to, if you had the choice in the future, to preserve your brain for future?
My brain's bloody useless. I wouldn't want to preserve.
Yeah, but-
I want to bring it back. It was no good the first time.
But
round.
maybe if in the future they'll be able to activate parts of your brain that maybe you just don't know how to access. Here's my thinking on the brain. I'm going to give you it now. I think.
I mean, whenever
no,
any
not.
of these kind of stories come up,
Yeah.
you know, you're asking me a question. And of course, the first response is think, well, that's ridiculous. And then I think about the man in the cave that once somebody might have said, imagine one day as humans we'll be able to get up into a big metal plane and we'll be able to fly across the world. It would have seemed so ludicrous. This is just going to be the way it is. This is going to be the future and it's going to seem ludicrous to us. But people will be revived. People will be held in aspects. Brains will be able to be repumped. People will be able to live forever. Nobody will age. That's the future.
I want to be
Because
part of
basically
it.
the future is robots.
But I want to be part of it. But our brains, I think, are going to be. Here's the
They're
thing.
going to be taken and given to robots.
Exactly.
Bits
Our
of
brains.
our brain.
I think we will live forever, but we will be fused with tech.
That's what I think.
So our brains will be
Half
placed
brain,
within.
half
Absolutely.
robot.
Absolutely.
Thank God we're not going to be here.
Oh no, I don't know. I kind of
Oh,
fancy
I
it.
don't want to be
But
a
here's the
robot.
thing: in the scientist's
I don't want to
defence.
be any of these things. I want to be a princess in the fairy castle. I want a pony in a paddock, and I want a twin brother. And I want to be a princess.
Well, you could be a princess if you preserved your brain cryogenically and then reignited it.
I want to be a robot.
But anyway, it was done for research into Alzheimer's because they're trying to see if they can
Oh,
reconnect
cool.
parts of the brain. And in the but get this for a chilling detail in the story. The scientists didn't think they were going to be able to regenerate consciousness or awareness. They weren't
Yeah.
prepared for that. That wasn't their plan. But they sedated the brains of the pigs prior to doing the experiment because they were worried that the pigs would possibly or could possibly regain consciousness and be distressed. Imagine if the brain of a pig... so they had to give a brain sedatives in case they resurrected it.
That poor pig.
I know.
So anything else cheery?
Imagine just being a normal pig, just hoffing around in a field, just chomping your stuff, doing your truffles, nudging around. Wallop, you get your head chopped off. Bam, you're in a science lab. Next minute, you know, you're in a
Shocking.
university in the front of thousands of kids, sort of telling them what to do. That would be strange, wouldn't it?
Horrible. Poor pig. I love pigs.
I like pigs.
I love pigs. They're such gentle,
But anyway,
clever creatures.
On that note, just think of Kathy Bates trapped forever in a coffin underground.
I don't want to. Is somebody going to get her out? I'm worrying about a Kathy Bates character now in a mini-series.
Okay, I've changed my top. And I've put on some of my sartorial. See if that does it.
Trying again. God help us. You smell nice. You made it, baby.
Guess what I'm wearing?
What?
That wonderful, wonderful scent you got me.
Ah,
From that lovely place in
isn't
Central
it a lovely
Covent Garden.
bottle?
Sartorial.
Sartorial.
Which is what I am right now, and I'm going to be all evening. I'm going to be sartorial, hardly, in my tracky bottoms. Do I smell better? Do I smell of cheese?
No more cheese.
No more cheese? Do you feel like a princess?
No.
Oh.
What would be happening now that would make me feel like a princess?
A unicorn would come in, and it would.
No, if there were a unicorn in here, I would feel like a princess, but there isn't, and I don't.
A handsome prince would come down from upstairs, smelling of sartorial,
Oh well, then in that case,
offering to
In that
make
case,
you cups of tea and.
I'm a princess.
In fact, I engaged in the very thing that the prince in the Sleeping Beauty engages in today. I cut through brambles. I moved brambles. I transformed a brambly hedge to get to you, sweetie.
Yeah.
I did. The garden is clear. You'll have to head over to Greenfingered Hell to see how I did it. Oh, yeah. It wasn't done handsomely. Here's a rather worrying story. Bowel cancer research points to risks for even moderate meat eaters. Eating even moderate amounts of red and processed meat increases the likelihood, Nads, of developing bowel cancer. The Department of Health suggests anyone who eats more than 90 grams, how much is 90 grams of red or processed meat a day, should try to cut down to 70 grams or less because of the known link with bowel cancer. That's more definitive than they ever were about smoking and lung cancer for years.
So hang on, how often? 90 grams a day?
A day. 90 grams. Anyone who eats more than 90 grams a day. How much is 90 grams?
90 grams is 3.5 ounces.
What's
We're
that?
probably talking about...
It's 3.5 ounces.
Oh my God, you're talking about probably, in weight, probably about 3 slices of ham.
No!
Yes.
You're joking. Three slices of ham?
3.5
Find something.
ounces isn't much.
Processed meat, the NHS says 90 grams is equivalent to around 3 thinly cut slices of beef.
Oh. Do you not want your beef stroganoff then?
You're joking.
That's beef stroganoff.
Of course.
I tell you what, there's a lot more than 100 bloody grams there.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad I eat salad all the time.
But you eat beef too?
Very rarely.
I don't eat it that often. Do I? Fucking hell, I'm not eating it anymore.
Not just beef, red meat.
I'm not
darling.
eating it anymore.
That's why the vegans will be laughing on the other side of their faces.
Jesus.
Won't you, Leo?
Leo vibe feeler. I need to stop after I've eaten this, obviously. That looks really tasty, but I must admit, I got bored of steak. I hope that's not my body saying, you know what, mate, you're on a tipping point. Jesus Christ, 90 grams.
Well, I feel a bit guilty because I'm knackered and I shouldn't be knackered. It's Mark's done all the work today.
I've done ludicrous amount of work. Can I just flag up something that Ashley Gardner mentioned? I've got all the sympathy in the world for Notre Dame. I mean, don't get me wrong. Do we think it's gone a bit too far, the sums of money we're talking about, given the scale of other problems on the planet?
Well, my thing
That
is,
a terrible thing to say?
we are as devastated as the next about what's happening in Notre Dame.
Yeah.
To have a building, you know, but it's the history that makes the building.
Yeah.
It's the craftsmanship from hundreds of years ago that makes it what it is. It's all the people that have passed through there that are sort of, you know, that is kept in the walls. To rebuild something that is not going to be anything like it for hundreds of millions of pounds when there is so much need around the world, I'm going to step off the fence and say, for me, it feels a bit weird.
Well, it just struck me as bizarre that we could raise that amount of money for a almost now derelict church that virtually no one was talking about minutes before, but there are countless millions of people destitute and struggling. It just strikes strange. And also the other thing is that this part of the Notre Dame story will become part of the story. Obviously make it safe, but perhaps keep parts of it as a relic. I don't know. The bell towers are still there. It's sort of, maybe it adds another layer.
Are they going to try and rebuild it? Exactly. They must do, because they've had how many hundreds of millions of people?
It's a stupid amount.
It's cray-cray.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mark's had his dinner, beef stroganoff, which
Reviewing the bay later.
And we're going to review the bay, but for now, it's good night from this vlog. Night night.
Bye.